Hi, welcome back. Welcome to this Forecourt film for our absolutely beautiful 2018 Audi S3 Sportback Black Edition. This car is finished in Panther Black. It's one owner from new, only covered 25,000 miles. In absolutely beautiful condition. It's been really well looked after. We'll basically have a good look around the car. I'll point out all of the specification highlights and everything, of which this car's absolutely loaded with a number of really lovely options. We'll point out any small blemishes that the car's sort of picked up over the last 25,000 miles. They're very few, hardly anything to mention at all, but we prefer to point all of these out, just so you be aware of the full condition when you come to see the car, just so there are no surprises. But like I said, they're very slight indeed. This Panther Black colour is absolutely incredible. Actually, it's obviously it's first and foremost is a black colour, but you get these wonderful kind of deep red hues that pop out, certainly in the sunlight. Unfortunately, we're filming inside today because, despite it being nearly June, it's pouring down with rain again. So yeah, we're inside today, but the car looks absolutely stunning underneath the lights. So, being the Black Edition, there's a number of sort of standard features that you get over and above the standard S3. That meaning the things like the gloss black grille that you see here at the front, as well as the gloss black grille coming down the side here. There's absolutely no chrome to the side of the car at all as well. All of this is finished in gloss black as well. Also, the privacy glass comes as standard. You're starting to see that red hue coming through here a little bit there maybe as well. So yeah, privacy glass from the B-pillar backwards. And then also a couple of internal bits of specification as well that we'll talk you through. Under the bonnet is still the same 2-litre turbo petrol engine, developing 300 horsepower, same as the standard S3. There's no sort of additional performance modifications for the Black Edition at all. And then some of the other sort of similar bits and pieces that you'd find on the standard S3, things like the quad tailpipes that we see here at the back, and everything like that remains the same as well. This car has been upgraded with the 19-inch V-spoke alloy wheels. Probably my favourite wheel for the car, actually. I just think it looks absolutely stunning. These were first available on the RS4 on the previous generation and look absolutely fantastic. They're all in very good condition. There is a tiny little chip here just on the very outer edge. You kind of have to go in quite close to see it. On the passenger rear wheel, you've also got the Audi Sport emblems and everything like that on the side. The front passenger wheel is in absolutely perfect condition. There's no marks to that one. I think the only other one is a small bit on the driver's front wheel. Yes, just there. And otherwise, the other two are absolutely perfect, but very small. Like I said, you have to go in extremely close to see those. And this car has also been upgraded with the red calipers with the S emblem on them as well, which again just really lift the car. All of those are quite expensive additional options, but very nice to see. Concluding the external specification, this car's also fitted with the matrix headlights as well. These are extremely clever. They adapt to the way to the road that you're on and the amount of light that's required. So it will actually it completely improve it sort of turns off individual LEDs to light up the road, but also prevents dazzling oncoming drivers as well. So really nice option there. And you also get things like the dynamic front indicators as well as the rears as well, so that they actually move to the side, and that's how you can tell that the car's been fitted with that one as well. So it's got the full matrix LED exterior lighting package. I think that's pretty much it on the outside. There's a couple of sensors and things like that I'll talk more about on the inside, but you can see the side sensor here, and this is for the park assist that the car has got, so the car will actually be able to automatically park itself into both parallel parking situations and also in a car park as well. The car will actually be able to reverse into a space for you as well. In terms of the condition, the paintwork is in absolutely exceptional condition. It's been very well looked after. There are no dents at all anywhere around the car. As we just come down the side here, you should be able to see these lights are very unforgiving, so you do get to see any imperfections or anything like that, but there really isn't anything here to talk about. The back bumper is completely free of any loading scratches or anything like that as well. All the way down. And the bonnet is pretty much the only thing, just a couple of very small stone chips, again totally in line with the age. These have been touched in. There's probably a slightly larger one there where a stone has sort of glanced off the front of it. And then obviously just a standard number of small stone chips that, again, you would expect for a car of this age and mileage, but certainly nothing excessive whatsoever. There's nothing to hide really. It's I can't see any evidence of any paintwork on the car at all, and it's just your general sort of wear that you would expect for the car. We'll take a look inside, and there's plenty more options in there to show you. We'll start at the back in the boot. This is obviously the Sportback 5-door version. Decent amount of space. You people that don't know, they may have had an A3 before that just doesn't have the Quattro 4-wheel drive system. If you had a normal A3, you'd have a slightly deeper boot. With the S3, obviously, to have all of the running gear for the 4-wheel drive, the boot floor sits a little bit higher there. We've got a 60-40 split in the back for the seats, giving you a decent amount of space there. And then you've also got a spare wheel underneath, which is pretty much unheard of nowadays. So that's quite a nice thing to have down there. And then all of your toolkits, jacks and everything like that, all in the side. Hanging hooks and everything like that. This car's been equipped with something called the storage package, so you get these additional hook points for hanging bags, and also things like the luggage nets and everything like that there. So you could put a large box in the back underneath here, and stop that from moving around while you're driving. And then also inside the car as well, you get things like additional storage nets and stuff like that in the backs of the seats. Through to the back, and you get to see the back of the absolutely beautiful Supersport seats that we've got fitted to this car. Again, because it's got the storage package, you've got the magazine nets on the back there, all in absolutely lovely condition. We've got the wonderful Napa leather with this sort of quilted design and rock grey stitching across it, all in absolutely lovely condition. No marks or anything like that as well. There was no child seat fitted in the back. Sometimes you would get like little creases in the leather if a child seat's been fitted, but nothing like that at all. All looks absolutely lovely. And then you've also got the Bang & Olufsen sound system fitted to this car. That's again another standard feature for the Black Edition, but it's really lovely, amazing sound. And also you get the speakers themselves actually light up. They've got LEDs in there as well. You also see that across on the other side of there. Another cool feature, when we open the door here, you've actually got the Audi logo that projects onto the floor as well. Looks very cool at night. In here, these are the Supersport seats. They are in perfect condition, absolutely wonderful. And again, the rock grey stitching with the pattern design here looks absolutely awesome. I just think these seats make the car. That's the big thing that you know, the difference between this and for instance, an A3 S9 or something like that, or a standard S3, or one that don't have these seats in there. I just think it really adds to the whole kind of special feeling of the car. They've got this wonderful kind of wing backs here, and the integrated headrests with the S emblem in the top. Yeah, and I just think that just really makes the interior. Across on the door, we've got auto dimming and folding door mirrors, as well as heated mirrors as well. That's an additional option as well. And controls over here, we've got automatic headlights, automatic windscreen wipers, the lovely 3-spoke flat bottom steering wheel, again with the S emblem on it, and the rock grey stitching continues on there as well. But all the leather's in lovely condition, all like half perforation and then smooth leather at the top there. And then in things like the armrest and everything like that, again, all stitched and look absolutely stunning. Oh, before we jump in, I'll just show you, this car's also been equipped with something called Advanced Key. We have 2 remote keys for the car, just your sort of normal standard Audi keys here. We've got 2 of those, but basically, rather than having to traditionally unlock the car using the buttons, as long as you've got the key on you, in your pocket, in your bag or anything like that, and you're sort of within very close proximity to the door, you can lock the car just by pressing on the side there, and the mirrors automatically fold in. And then when you walk up to the car, you just simply put your hand on the door handle and it will unlock as well. So that's a really fantastic feature. Again, that's I can't remember, I think it was about £400 for that on its own. And then we also get the start-stop button down here as well. So you don't have to put the key into the ignition. You just simply get in, put your foot on the brake and then press the start-stop button. So it's a full keyless entry and start system as well. Once inside, 25,140 miles, as we'll see, and also eagle-eye viewers will have also noticed that this car's been upgraded with a technology package. So we have this fantastic digital cockpit here as well, virtual cockpit as Audi call it. Start the engine, that kicks up. We've also got the screen that's just raised out of the dashboard as well, and again we'll talk you through all of this in a second, but just having a quick look through, got the full LED interior lighting package, so you can see all the lights there. It's a bit difficult to see at this point, but you get LED lighting all throughout the car that comes down at night and everything like that as well. So up on the screen, as I mentioned, this is a full TFT screen, and completely configurable depending on how you wanted to do it. So that's all controlled here from the steering wheel, so you can change the views to how you want. And then we can also get things like the satellite navigation can either pop up here on that side one, or we can make it full screen like this. So you've still got your sort of traditional gauges and everything like that down there as well, but you've got full access to the satellite navigation map. This really just means that if you've got passengers in the car, they can be messing around with the radio or some of the controls in here, and the driver can always keep the navigation display up in front of them, which looks absolutely wicked. Never tire of this as an option. It looks really, really lovely. And you can configure anything so to have on different sides of the screen and everything. You can have all of your radio stations, energy consumers, like all of your driving data and things like that. Phone books and everything can all pop up on the side there. So that's all massively configurable and actually pretty easy to use when you compare it to things like the Mercedes system and everything like that, which is a little bit clunky if I'm being honest. So that's that side of the steering wheel. We've also got all of your controls for your media settings and everything like that. So you have your volume control knob here, and also voice control, favourite buttons, and being able to answer the phone and things like that. Down here, cruise control as well. And moving across to the middle, we have dual zone climate control, so separate temperatures for driver and passenger. We also have 3-stage heated seats for driver and passenger as well. Again, I think that's a standard feature for the S3. And then the buttons across the top here, we've got automatic start-stop for obviously slightly more economical driving. This is the parking assistant here, so you can that will help you to get in and out of parking spaces. And then press the button here. We've also got a reverse camera on the car. It's a really, really good quality rear camera, and then you'll also see up on here we've got the front and rear parking sensors, which will show you how close you are to everything. Hazard warning lights, traction control. This will turn off the screen, so that just pops down from there, as we'll see. And then this car also has drive select. So press drive select, and it will change the different sort of driving modes for the car. On a standard one, there's only a couple of different changes. Really, just changes the way that the auto box works, and things like engine sound and all that kind of stuff as well. But if we come into individual on here, we will see that this car has been equipped with Audi Magnetic Ride. This is a sort of variable damper setting, but again you can change it all in here. So you've got the suspension controls to change between comfort and dynamic. It's pretty bumpy actually if you have it on a British road in sport mode, so I normally prefer to keep it in comfort, but you can make basically changes to all the sort of the setup for individual. Even things like engine sound, change from comfort, automatic or dynamic, and it will change the sort of the sound that you hear of the engine. Just coming back out, and again the other sort of modes that you've got here. So the individual one is basically you can change that to however you like, or it's got all the preset ones as well for dynamic, comfort and efficiency. And then auto will essentially determine how you're driving. So if you're just cruising through town, it'll be in comfort. As soon as you start pushing on a little bit on a country road or something, it might start turning on some of the dynamic settings and everything like that for you. So very, very cool system. Really nice, and like I said, the magnetic ride is another option that this particular car has got. You've also got things like a full control panel in here, so you can make changes to the vehicle settings, which you know, exterior lighting, background lighting levels, and things like that as well. That's basically, like I said, just a control panel. And then we can also check things like the service history. Or not the history, sorry, but the intervals. This will tell you when the car next needs to be serviced. It's recently had a full service with Audi, so it's showing that the next oil change is not due for 8,700 miles or 298 days, and an inspection in 9,800 miles or 117 days. So in all honesty, you just do both at the same time. So nothing to do anytime soon. We've also just had an MOT taken care of on the car. It's just had its first one. What else? Satellite navigation. Again, as I've showed you up on the main system, you can use that through here as well. And then we also have the smartphone interface as well, so you can use Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and things like that on the system, as well as actually just using the onboard media system, which is absolutely fantastic. And you can set up Bluetooth audio streaming. So not only can you use it for voice calls, but also play music from your phone, Spotify, podcasts, pretty much anything you want can come through on the main screen. And then we also have DAB digital radio, as well as FM and AM stations as well. So you've got a full media pack on here, depending on how you prefer to connect the car. And I think we've done most of it actually. What else have we got in here? Yeah, seen all the settings. Obviously, because it's got the Bang & Olufsen system, again, this is all quite configurable as well. You've got subwoofers and everything like that in the car. And you can make changes to absolutely everything. You can also have speed-dependent volume, so when you're driving a little bit faster and there's a bit more cabin noise going on, then it will automatically increase the sound of the entertainment for whatever you're listening to as well. So again, that's all rather useful. Decent sized glove box. Got locking wheel nuts and everything like that in there. We've also got the full book pack and everything for the car, and just again, beautiful setup in here. Really nicely finished, and the condition is pretty much as perfect as you're going to get. There's no scratch marks or anything nasty in here whatsoever. Really lovely, and these seats are just awesome. They're so comfortable. Also has 4-way electric lumbar support. We've got the frameless rear view mirror up here as well, and then all the buttons for your interior lighting, illuminated vanity mirrors, and all the other bits and pieces as well. In terms of service history, as I mentioned, it's full Audi all the way through. This started with the delivery inspection done by Guildford Audi. An oil change, so the first oil change for the car was done in 2019 at 13,000 miles. The second one was an inspection with oil change at 16,800 miles in 2020. And then most recently in March of this year, the mileage at 24,506, so only 600 miles ago, again carried out by Five Oaks, and that was an oil change as well. So like I said, absolutely nothing for the new owner to do. The MOT flagged up 3 tyres that need replacing, so this car will actually come with 4 brand new tyres with the car as well. So there will be nothing for you to do until the MOT next year. I hope you found the video useful. I've got a nagging feeling I've forgotten a couple of items of the specification, but if there's anything else that you require any further information on, any close-ups to anything, then please do let me know. I'd be more than happy to send those across to you. Also, if you have a part exchange to value or you require any finance illustrations, again, this car qualifies for a PCP, and be more than happy to help you with any figures for that. Or ultimately, we'd love to show you the car in person and take you out for a test drive. In short, it's a absolutely stunning car in fabulous condition. As I mentioned, 1 owner from new, full Audi service history, 4 new tyres, new MOT, recent service. It really, like I said, there's nothing for the new owner to have to consider in the first year of ownership. Thank you very much again for watching, and we'll see you next time.